Hey, welcome back. Thanks for watching. In today's video, I want to go over some of the YouTube channels that I found helpful in my retirement planning, and perhaps these may be some that you'll find helpful as well. Some of you may already follow or watch a lot of these channels because if you're interested in retirement. But for those of you that are just putting your toe in the water and maybe thinking about planning to retire in the next few years, some of these channels may be new to you and you may not be familiar with. So this video may go long, so I may break this up into two different videos, but because I just don't like going over 7 or so minutes. So anyway, this first group that I'm going to go over is what I call regular people. They're not professionals in any manner. They're just regular people that have retired and they're sharing their journey. So first off is Joe Kuhn. I think anybody that's planning on retiring early really needs to follow Joe Kuhn, Kuhn. And you'll learn a lot from Joe. He's very good at what he does, and I think that you'll find him very informative in the stuff that he has to present. Buzz's Retirement Garage. Buzz is one that I began to follow before I retired. Buzz just has this natural camera sense that makes you feel at ease, and it really gave me the confidence that I could do this, and just the way he just went about enjoying the things that he was posting just made me think, boy, that's something I want to do. So Buzz was a big inspiration for my channel, and I've told him as such as far as that goes. But another one along that line is Steve's Retirement Corner. Now, I did not find Steve until after I retired, but in the same vein, he basically just shares his day-to-day thoughts as far as his retirement, and kind of gives you some insights as to what it's like to live a retired life. Happy on Monday. Julie, she retired as a teacher, I think last July. 2024, and she's sharing her journey of early retirement. Now, each month she will go over her portfolio and tell you how much money she spent and how much she has and the growth and whatnot from there. But she's very informative too, and she uses a lot of graphics in her videos, whereas I don't use any. But nevertheless, she's entertaining, and I think you'll learn something from her. Dwayne at Retire Early 500K. He's another one like Julie that shares his portfolio update at the end of each month, or beginning of each month, I guess, and just has some good insights on retiring early. And he was one that I found after I retired as well, so I really wasn't following him until I retired. DaveNProgress, he's a gentleman that I think he got laid off from his job in 2023, and so he went ahead and took early retirement, and he's sharing his journey in his retirement. I think one thing about Dave, he had a health procedure in the middle of his retirement, so he's got a video, talking about going through a major health incident in his, after he's retired. But he also began working for Amazon. I think it's Amazon Flex as a driver, and so he's showing his experience there, and maybe being an encouragement to you that maybe that might be something you can do in a side hustle. Failure at Retirement. He calls himself Failure, and his wife is Mrs. Failure, which I kind of think is funny. But he just shows just day-to-day life and some of the hobbies that he has, not necessarily anymore in retirement or retirement topics, but just the things that he does day to day. So those are the what I call the regular people. There are others, I'm sure, but these are the ones that I watch quite frequently. I can't say that I watch every video from every one of them, but I probably watch a good majority of all of these. And so these might be some just regular people that you might be able to get some insight from. These next ones, in no particular order, are what I call professionals. They're in the business of financial planning and that type of stuff. And I'll go through these pretty quickly, and then I'll put all this list in the description of the video here too. Drew Blackston, he does a lot of what ifs or how much. So if you've got a certain amount of money, you may find a video on him running out scenarios and how long that money would last. And Drew Blackston, he really puts out several videos, but a lot of them are how much money do I need type videos. Josh Scanlon and Heritage Wealth Management. So it's two entities, but Josh is both of them. And Josh puts out a lot of videos. He may put out 4 or 5 a day just on various topics as far as economics and retirement and that type of stuff. Josh Scanlon. Azul Wells, I watched a lot of him before I retired, and I'll be honest, I haven't watched much of him since I've retired. I don't know that I have a reason for that, but Azul is a good resource. Ari Taublieb and James Conole, they work together. They work in the same firm, but they each have their own YouTube channel. Ari puts out several more videos than what James does, but they are very informative and very good. Ari has a podcast, and I think he switches or presents his podcast in a video form, so that's why he may have more videos than James. But that's Ari Taublieb and James Conole. Here's Antonio Cibella. He puts out maybe a video a week, but he has really good information there. Rob Berger, a lot of his stuff has to do with economics and the markets and that type of stuff, but Rob Berger's a good one. These are all different, but I'm just lumping them together. Peak Financial, Streamline Financial, and Safeguard Wealth Management. These are three entities, completely separate, but professional firms that present information that may be helpful to you. Matt Calcagno, he's another good one, kind of in the same vein as the Peak Financial and the Stream and the Safeguard Wealth Management. Again, a professional that presents information that he has. One thing I found is Stan the Annuity Man. You may not like annuities, but I think you can learn a lot about annuities and maybe give you some more insight into that business. But Stan the Annuity Man is pretty good and I believe entertaining. The fastest 4 minutes in finance, just what it says. It's a 4-minute video about the current markets typically, and kind of gives you a good overview of the economics that's going on day to day. And then the last one, I honestly don't watch a lot of his videos, but the ones I have been very informative, and that is Danny Sully, and he talks more about different funds and that type of stuff. So anyway, that's the list of the ones that I found helpful. Again, you may be following some of these because if you're watching retirement videos, you may already be looking at different channels in that vein. But I just wanted to come on and kind of present this list. I'm sure, again, there's probably others that I do watch, but these are the ones I seem to watch the most of. And again, some of them I don't watch as much as I did prior to retirement, but that's nothing to take away from them. It's just that my interests perhaps have changed since I've retired. But anyway, if you've got some others, drop them in the comments so other people can find them. But I just wanted to promote these channels, especially the regular people. I kind of wanted to promote them. They've helped me along the way, and I thought maybe if I'd give them a shout out, that might be something that I can promote them just to give them a little boost as well. So anyway, if you're not following those, why just let them know that perhaps if you do follow them, that you got them, you found their channel through me. Not to boost me or anything, but just so you know that there's somebody out there talking about them. So anyway, with that, I'll close. I want to remind you of a phone number. If you want to get a hold of me through text messaging, just include your name and your location. And that number is 618-608-0152. 618-608-0152, and you can text me there and we can have a conversation, especially if there's something that you want to ask or talk about that you perhaps don't want to put in the public comments, but that'd be something you can do privately. But anyway, I'm getting on 8 minutes, so I'm going to close. I'll say God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. And my button quit working, so I got to reach up here to the phone.